What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kristal from Scary Horror Show. Just outside the horror cave, waiting on KJ, getting ready to do our review for the 11-year anniversary of the movie Insidious. Who was it? Ah! KJ.
Huh?
It's time for the Scary Horror Show.
Let's get it.
Damn.
Hey, what up, Deadites? It's your boy KJ
Hey, y'all. It's your girl Kristal.
from the Scary Horror Show.
What's up?
Ooh, Kristal. It's a little chilly in here.
It sure is.
That must mean it's time for the 11th anniversary classic KJ and Kristal review of the movie Insidious.
Yes.
Classic horror movie, came out 11 years ago. So we're going to get into this review. Kristal turned me on to this movie, and basically, I'm not a fan generally of these types of movies.
He had never seen it before, y'all. Can you
Never
believe
seen
that? I was like, how are you not seeing this movie? You're supposed to be a horror king.
Kristal,
Oh,
it's my time to talk now.
go ahead.
Anyway, so I'm not really a fan of these type of movies. I like more cut and dry, slash, cut, decapitate. Kristal.
It's okay if you're scared of like the ghost stuff.
I like slasher horror movies. But Kristal turned me on to this. I was curious. So I said, let me check it out. Now I will tell you, this had as many jump scenes as a traditional slasher. This movie was very, very, very good.
Yes.
We cranked it up on the big screen, put the surround sound on. It was on and popping.
And I got a little creeped out again, like watching it for the first time, y'all.
So it starts off with a young boy, and he is in a new house with his mother and his father.
And his siblings.
Yeah. How many siblings did he
There's
have?
3 kids total. I think they have a baby daughter they just had, and then he has another brother as well. A
Okay.
younger brother.
Okay.
He's the oldest, I think, the little boy.
By the way, she's the grand operation, y'all.
I'm just the facts queen.
But so the boy has an accident.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just being a boy, just playing like kids do. Nothing happens. Then a few days later, he falls into a deep coma.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out this coma is started by paranormal. Thank you.
Paranormal activity.
Yeah, Paranormal Activity.
Right.
Another great movie.
Mm-hmm.
But
My bad.
But so they have to have seances and follow this young boy into the dark realm to find his spirit before another evil, dark,
The Further. I think that's what she called it.
the further takes his body over. Now it's interesting how they did this because they tied his backstory into his father,
Yes.
what actually had the same problems.
Yes, I thought that was good though.
So basically his father has to go on a journey to help save his son, and in the end he saves his son, but does he save himself?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Kristal, why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I think that's why I like the movie so much because to me it reminded me kind of like a modern day Poltergeist. Just flipped with the father son as opposed to the mother daughter. Because in Poltergeist, the mom had to go to the other side and go get Carol Ann back. So kind of the same thing, same principle.
Right.
He had to save his son, and then he had to deal with some demons from his past that he had forgot about, and he had to overcome those fears so he can go and get his son. So I thought it was so sweet because it's a family movie and it's also a horror movie tied into one. So it's really just a good movie, a good dynamic of just everything they're going through, kind of like Poltergeist, because it was kind of stressful for the family and because they just bought this brand new house, y'all, and they within a couple of days all this stuff moving around, and they seeing music coming on by itself, they seeing figures and ghosts. So I'm like, that's nothing you want when you buy a brand new home.
Not at all.
Any kind of activity like that. So it really tested the family relationship, the husband and wife. They were kind of stressed out a little bit getting into it. So I liked how they had to overcome that together. So and it's kind of the same thing happened in Poltergeist. So I like that parallel between those two movies, and I think that's why it was so good.
Okay. So basically, after the father saves his son, goes back to my original question: does he save himself? You find out the father did not make it back from the other plane.
Correct.
His body got taken over by a wicked, evil spirit.
A female ghost that haunted him as a child. So when it's something he had to overcome as a child, and his mom had to call in a professional paranormal lady to come help him deal with this woman that was coming to him in his dreams. So he forgot about it and didn't remember anything about that. So by him going to save his son, having to go into the further,
come back to the past.
Yeah, he had to go into the further to save his son. He ran into his old little demon that was bothering him, and that demon took over his body when he came back. So he brought the son back, but he came back and he wasn't the same, which spawns the sequel, Insidious 2.
Which I have not watched yet, but based on Insidious 1, I definitely got to go see it.
It's a whole franchise. They did like 3 or 4 of them. Every one of them were good to me. So.
And again, now let me say this. Again, this is not my type of movie, but something really strange happened to me the other day.
What?
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you about this.
What happened to you?
So one day after we had done our meeting for Scary Horror Show, laid down, went to bed, and I was just kept having just visions of me trying to put my pants on, me trying to log onto my computer, me trying to plug my phone up. So I normally wake up early in the morning. This time I woke up around 11 o'clock in the morning. I normally wake up way earlier than that. When I woke up, I was sitting in the horror cave in my lazy boy chair with the fireplace on, fully dressed, and the TV was on. I locked myself out of my computer in my office and completely plugged my phone up, and it was fully charged. So I don't know what happened. I don't remember what happened, but it's a lot like this movie where the boy was having kind of out-of-body things happening. So you say you went to bed in the bedroom, then woke up in your chair again? Yes.
In the horror cave?
Yes.
You don't remember how you did? So you said it sounded like you maybe sleepwalked?
Yeah, sleepwalked, whatever. I don't know, but it kind of freaked me out. But after seeing this movie, it freaked me out a little bit more. Let's just say that.
You saw the movie before this happened or after this happened?
It was the day we watched the movie and we had our meeting.
Oh. So after you watched the movie?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so don't know. Sometimes guys I'm a little psycho. But enough of my personal stuff. Let's not get into that. It's final score time. So being that this is my first time seeing this movie and first time really being turned on to this whole genre of horror movies, because like I said, I like slasher.
I can respect that.
I'm still gonna give it a 3.5. It was definitely a decent, nice, solid movie. So I'm gonna give it a 3.5. It was a little scary, and then the facts of the stuff that happened to me that night. Yeah, so I'm gonna give it a 3.5. So Kristal, what do you give it?
Well, I really like this movie, and I've seen all the sequels. So and it just gets better with each one. How they just develop all the characters and the backstory. So I'm gonna give it 4 knives out of 5 because I really liked it.
So 3.5
It's
and
a classic
4 out
for
of
me.
5. So this is our first in the classic horror reviews. Next month we're gonna have something even more classic for you, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is. You just gotta wait. But until next time, this is KJ
and Kristal
from the Scary Horror Show.com.
And don't forget to check us out on Twitter at Scary Horror Show.
And on Instagram at The Scary Horror Show. So until next time, y'all, peace.
ScaryHorrorShow.com